Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now look at this puzzle. Colorblind viewers, just look away now. This video is not for you. I'm sorry. It'll have to come back tomorrow. But I can't resist it. This is Hidden Under the Rainbow, which has been sent in by Joey Thermere. And in fact, the way he sent it in, there's no circles. There's meant to be 9 colors, but I'm using circles because not only do we only have 9 colours, including black and 2 shades of grey in our solving palette, we actually only have 8 apart from white in our puzzle setup palette. So I couldn't even get the 2 shades of grey in. So this is what we've done. You might not want to have a go at this puzzle, but I am looking forward to it. I want to know what's going on here. Now, on Patreon, we've got 1 day left on the Peter C. Hayward hunt, but today Simon has solved Fistomafel's new, well, it's a Philomeno, what is it? Philomeno combined with aquarium. It's not a Sudoku. It is a fascinating puzzle. I've seen Simon's video. Well, I don't know what to say. It's quite extreme. It's for people who really like some tough logic. That's my view. It's on Patreon, and I think it's well worth a look, but that is for our Patreons. There will be solution videos to Peter C. Hayward's hunt in due course. They may not come out tomorrow. They definitely won't, but they'll be out fairly soon. I still have a couple to record, if I'm honest. And then maybe later in the week there'll be a crossword video as well. So loads going on Patreon as always. Do check it out. On the channel, of course, as well as our 2 a day, Simon did some Gap last week. Genuinely approachable puzzles rather than Sudoku. And yeah, our next Patreon reward will be it's planned to be some quite approachable Sudoku, so easier than the recent months anyway. So do have a look at all that stuff. There's also our merchandise and apps and Sven SUDOKU PAD. They're all on the links under the video, but the first one is to this colourful puzzle. Now, the rules are these. Joey's Canadian, so his spelling of colour was fine, and I've left it. Each colour, I apologise to Americans, we just spell it differently. Each colour represents a number from 1 to 9. Each box has its number placed on the grid. If that number's colour is in that box, then only the colour is shown. And the grey circle, as I've mentioned, represents a 9th colour. So actually what I'm going to do, this is not even beginning, I'm just going to shade those in the darker grey. There we go. So we've got 9 colours now. Light grey and dark grey. So if you can't distinguish light grey and dark grey, if you can't distinguish green and yellow, what are the others that people hate? Blue and purple in our palette. I know red-green is the traditional colourblind colours, but in fact red and green seem fine. But blue and purple, green versus yellow, I don't know about the greys. You know, I'm sorry if you're colourblind. You're probably gone by now anyway. So welcome to those colour-able people who are left, and let's have a go at this because I want to know what's going on. So the way those rules work, I think it means that obviously box 1, we've got the 1. Box 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, we've got them written. In boxes 2 and 6, the number is obscured by its colour. So 2 is either blue, dark grey or black, and 6 is one of those colours. Yeah, that must be what that rule means. But otherwise, we're going to have to identify all 9 colours and what they are and so on. So do give it a try on the link under the video if you have the stomach for this sort of thing. I'm going to start now, see what happens. Let's get cracking. So, I mean, we could start thinking about blue being 2 or dark grey or black, but I just can't see that that's going to get us very far. Or, well, another way of approaching it, not the other way, another way, is to think about this 4. It's not red or yellow. It's not black or green. It's not dark grey. It's not purple. But the trouble is that still leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 colours it could be. Light grey, blue, and something else, orange. And I don't see that that's out. I think the only way to approach this is to try and solve it for colours first and then fill in the numbers. And that's what I'm going to do. So we've got blues in these top two rows. Those two obviously aren't blue because they're orange and yellow. They're different colours. So blue goes in there. And that path runs out instantly because blue's in one of those two cells. I don't want to get pencil marking, half marking yet. Let's see, black, red. Red in column 5 has to be there. Ooh, there's quite a bit of red. So red's in one of those two cells. Could be number 7. Oh, this is red in box 3. So then we get an X-wing. We've got 7 of the reds done, and there's an X-wing on the remaining reds. Yellow, yes. And now we know a number. Yellow there. One of these two is yellow, and that one tells us that it's the 9. So yellow is 9. I'm not going to bother to put 9 in the cells. I don't really see how that's going to help if I can keep track. In column 2, I can place yellow as well. Yellow may be the... now it helps that we know it's 9, because it's in one of those two cells, but it can't be 5 as well. So we can place it in box 5. Then again, as with red, we're left with an X-wing on the 2 remaining yellows in those two cells, which is annoying. But yellow was profitable. Let's have a look at... black. We got a lot of black. Yes, that's black. That's evidently black. Why didn't black call itself to my attention? I did notice that one of those two was black. So black could be 8. It's not reliable. If Joey had provided a number in every cell, in every box, then we would know that what number black was, so it couldn't be there, for instance. But here we don't. It could be 2 and there, or it could be 8 and here. There may even be other things that it could be. I'm not totally sure. Black in box 1. Sorry, that is done. I'm just not paying attention. And again, we get an X-wing left of 2 possible places. Now I'm beginning to wonder, since, if we knew that wasn't 2 in that cell, we would know that black was 8. I'm not sure about that. I'm not going to rely on that. I'm just thinking aloud. Now, purple. Yes, we can play. Now we've got that black. Maybe that was given. Anyway, we can place purple in box 5. Then one of those two is purple. Yes, purple in box 9. Now, one of those two is purple and one of those two. That's an X-wing. Oh, yes, look, the last cell in row 3 that we have to fill in is clearly purple. And that's purple. Right, so we're left again with an X-wing of possibilities for purple. Actually, now I can't tell. Do I know that purple is 3 because it could be there? Or was that a given purple? There is a slight colour distinction between the givens and the not givens. I'm going to have to work without that, I think, weirdly. Anyway, or remember it. Now, there are 2 cells left in box 1. We have got, what are they? Orange, and I can place that, and it's 1. And dark grey. I have been avoiding the greys almost consciously because I don't like the way they look. Sorry, that's not discriminatory. It's just trying to keep myself together here and understand what I'm doing is hard enough. So orange is 1. Right, yes, so we can place orange in one of these 2 cells. It can't be in the 4 cell. Now we know what number it is. So we get orange there. Orange in this row we can place as there. Actually, I find the difference between orange and red quite difficult. I don't know if anybody else has that problem. Orange is in one of those 2. It's another X-wing left. Because again, I think for every number... Oh no, hang on, that's orange. Yes, we are left with... For almost every colour I've looked at, I am left with 2 possibilities, which is quite irritating. Ah, no, wait, red's fixed now. The red in column 2 is here. That purple has fixed our red, and we actually know it's number 7. And we've done all the reds now in the grid. Now that's blue. So blue has become 5, and therefore it's not there as 4, and it goes here. One of those two is blue. Ah, we're still left with an X-wing on blues. Yeah, so identifying which ones we're fixing, that is quite hard. Now, what have we got here? We've got a light grey. We've only got one light grey cell in the grid. Ah, now we get a second, and we know its number in box 4. It is 4, obviously. So it's one of those two. So in this row, it's there. Come on, this is working now. This is the last one in its row, which ought to be easy. It's black. Wasn't easy. Black is 8. There we go. And that's all the blacks done. Now, how was I doing on the light greys? I think I'm a bit stuck over the... Ah, no, look, the last cell in column 9 is a light grey. But then I'm left with yet another X-wing on light greys there. This is such a strange puzzle and way of doing it now. That's black. Blacks I can tell. Like blacks... Look at these 3 colours. I mean, they're so hard to distinguish. Black, dark grey and light grey. I don't like it at all, I have to admit. And the black that we've put in is so different from the black givens to me. Anyway, what are these two? Blue and dark grey. And I don't know how they work. Bother. What about the... Oh, this is the last one. That's green, isn't it? Okay, that's straightforward and does no help at all. So, light grey is an X-wing there. Dark grey. Dark grey, we've got one in one of those cells and one in one of those cells. That's an X-wing. Ah, the fact that there's one dark grey in one of these gives us dark grey over here. So that's blue now. And that's blue. And blue is suddenly finished and is 5. Okay, we knew the number on blue. Now yellow. Yellow, we're left with an X-wing still. Red and blue we've finished. Green, we still have an X. Ooh. Green, actually, I have a lot of uncertainty. One of those cells, any one of those 3, but all of these, I don't know what's going on with green. Green's being very unhelpful. Purple, one of those 2, one of those 2. Orange, not finished, an X-wing left. Oh, isn't this the same X-wing as for another colour? What was the other colour with this? Oh no, green. These 2 are orange and green, aren't they? Yes, yellow is there. That's true. Yellow is finished. Okay, that's all the yellow's done. Now, what was this? This was orange, therefore. Yes. That gives us the last orange. The last one in this box is green. Now, what have we got down here? Blue, red, orange, yellow, green, purple, black, and the 2 grey shades, light grey and dark grey. Here, light grey and green. This is beginning to look almost impossible to disambiguate. Now here, I think it's the same 3 as up here, and they... Oh no, it's not. I've got a purple to put in. Okay, that's good. There must be another colour that's a write-in, if I could just spot it. Dark grey, there it goes. So now we can do light grey. Oh, these columns are going to finish. That's green. That's green. This one's light grey. Wow. So 3, I'm going to find out what 3 is by deduction. It's green, and we finish the greens. This one is light grey, and we finish the light greys. the last bit of solving I actually need to do. No, that's not true. I still have to figure out what 2 and 6 are in a moment. Not even sure how I'm going to be doing that. This is dark grey, that's dark grey, this one is purple, and there we go. That's the whole grid coloured. Right, let us go number by number. Let's start with the ones and fill, oh, of course it doesn't highlight the givens. Ones, right, threes, oh, maybe that was given, I don't know. Threes, there they go, all the green threes. Fours in light grey. Pleased to have to not think about those anymore. Yeah, that's all the fours. Fives are blue. There we go, all the fives. We haven't got 6. 7 is red. Doesn't want to highlight all the reds for me. Oh, there's not very many. There were lots of givens. Okay. 7s. 8s are the dark, no, the black. Okay, lots of those were given as well. I didn't, in fact, use them very skillfully. 9s are yellow. And if I've done everything, I'm left with just 2 and 6. One of which is purple and one of which is dark grey. And actually, what I then have to do is remember, only one of these was given in the grid. One of them was empty. So the given is hiding the 2. Well, it's the circle, isn't it? Because, thank goodness, the circles were what I had to do. So I know that the dark grey is 2. Because the rule was, let me just explain how we're disambiguating 2 and 6. The rule was that if the number doesn't appear in its box, and this is box 2, that's because its colour is hiding it. And that colour wasn't in the original grid. I know that this was, because it's the circle. So dark grey is the 2. That is a really interesting puzzle. I wouldn't want to be doing that sort of thing a lot, but it's been quite good fun to do this one. And if I put all of those in as 6s, might even get a tick. There we go. So that is Hidden Under the Rainbow, and that is a weird puzzle. As I say, no repeats, please, but that's a very interesting one. I'm pleased to have got through it without a complete mess up based on either not being able to tell what cells were given or not, and which ones I had, which colours were which. Struggled a bit with the palette that we have, and I know you'll say, why don't you just introduce more colours? Well, that's a mix of us requesting it, Sven doing something very technical, us being able to use it then. It might get confusing in the future. I think what we'll do is just not do all that many puzzles that require 9 colours. But thank you for watching this one, and it's been most entertaining. I look forward to seeing you again on the channel soon. Bye for now.